Hey guys, this is Mr. Seek. I noticed watching the demo from last night that we had a hard time running CT default on Mirage. So I'm going to go over it real quick. So the first role is going to be Grunbaum. You will be the B-side anchor. So your job is to spot and stay alive. More importantly, stay alive. So at the very beginning, you can check, see if they're rushing, and then jump spot. And if they rush you, fall back. My job as Mr. Seek, I will run out that window, run over here, and listen. If I hear a rush, I will throw a molly so that they have to run through it if they want to chase you, and then I will fall back and shoot them as they try and jump out the window. Third guy is going to be our upper. That's Church. At least he's our upper on this map, as it would seem. So if you have the mid spawn, you will come through here and kill anyone. If you have the A spawn, you will run through here and kill them. So you have options depending on where you spawn. Now, the A site, the moneymaker, most important site. We're going to have Savage as the anchor. And for this setup, the anchor watches Palace and spots ramp. So watch Palace, spot ramp. Watch Palace, spot ramp. If they come out Palace, they won't be looking. This is a serious headshot angle. It's fantastic. Like, they might be able to op you from here because they can op through the box, but it's really hard to see you back here, especially if you're doing like crouching and shit. Anyway, and then Saint, your job, since Palace is covered, a lot of times you can smoke Palace for this setup, so then you can come out here. If Palace isn't smoked, you do have to be wary of an opper. However, if you're against the wall, they can't hit you. So you want to watch this side. You don't want to peek out because an opper will commonly peek this angle, and it's not even that hard an angle to hit with an AK. So you don't want to mess with that shit. But you do want to make sure they don't get here, because if they do get here, they can throw their own smokes and flash you off and get into the site. Shitty flash. Anyway, so that's how to play a passive. Now the one other setup I want to talk about is how to play a aggressive. Because as everyone knows, people love to throw A smokes, especially in pugs. So nope. So what will happen is Savage, instead of playing back in CT, you will come up here. And now instead of watching Palace, you are watching ramp. You will come here, and if they try and walk out, you will take the headshot, or you will come out here and you will kill them. And Saint's job will be to watch your Palace. He can do it from there. This is a good spot. Savage, this is a good spot to watch Tetris, although it does make it kind of easy to wrap. You know, they have their own strengths and weaknesses. I trust that you know how to play the site. You've been getting frags. So anyway, the trick with this is to play either both people in the site or both people out of the site. That's the trick. Because if you play 1 and 1 and the smokes come over, the smokes are going to separate you two, which is what they're designed to do. So if you're alone on the site, you've got to frag out like crazy to hold the site. And what will more likely happen is you will die, and then they will rush CT because they know that, probably because Saint's been spamming, or they presume anyway, that no one's CT. And if they have CT and site and ramp and we don't have a big flank, which is very rare on this map, then we're not going to be able to retake it. Now if you say, what happens if they throw the A smokes and no one's in the site? Well, you give up the site. You can, if the smoke is still bouncing, it can be nice to come up here and take a pick from here for one of these 3 spots. As I saw you do Savage very nicely. We had a nice, I think it was a 3v3 and they threw the smokes and you jumped over and shot the bomb planter. We won the round off that. It was really good. Same with you, Saint. You can come It's a little dangerous, but if they throw this smoke, throw the flash, and come over and like take a shot and fall back, because it will be hard for them to shoot you through the smoke from ramp, because it's sort of a weird angle. You can get away into connector really quickly. So yeah, those are our default setups. We've got the one with the mid-op. The mid-op is the staple of the first setup, and the A-site hole is the staple of the second setup. B-site, we pretty much play the same all the time, unless we want to like eco-stack it, in which case we'll have like a spotter A, a spotter mid, and then 3 on B playing passive. But we'll talk about that another day. I'll see you guys at practice.